I even consumed demons. Demon Slayer Season 4's Episode 5 opens with Tanjiro arriving at Kenroji's house. She treats him to some delectable pancakes right away. After that, they join the others for her harsh flexibility exercise, in which she comically forces the students to spread their legs 180 degrees. It's okay for Tanjiro to proceed to snake Hashira Eiguro. Eiguro's distaste for Tanjiro is immediately apparent, and it is further heightened by Kenroji's letter detailing her interactions with Tanjiro during her training, which makes Eiguro feel envious. They start Eiguro's instruction, which is straightforward. Tanjiro must cut the rope that is held between the wooden planks in a room. The issue is that some trainees are being punished by being chained to wooden boards for not meeting Eiguro's training criteria. Tanjiro might use the wooden sword to cause great harm to a pupil if he is not careful. The entire scene is funny, with Tanjiro hearing the inner voices of the trainees saying things like, "Please don't hit me." Tanjiro defeats Eiguro at last, after suffering from bumps and bruises for days on end and taking hot water baths over cuts with a sadistic bent. Sword maneuvering is the main focus of training so that slayers are ready for real-world combat. Eiguro remarks, "Now go die, you good for nothing," as he turns to go. Never speak to Kenroji as though you were friends. On his way to wind Hashira Shinazugawa, Tanjiro encounters a scared Zenitsu who is running from the Hashira's home with Shinazugawa pursuing him. Following a great deal of confusion, Zenitsu is defeated by the Hashira, and they return to the training ring. Since Tanjiro cheekily told Shinazugawa that he didn't like him since Shinazugawa had stabbed Nezuko, Shinazugawa is especially cruel to Tanjiro. It's a reign of terror and vibrant bruises for a few days. When Tanjiro hears Jinya calling the Hashira brother while out and about, Shinazugawa reacts angrily. Given that Jinya informs him that he has consumed demons, there may be a past between them that we are now unaware of. This inexplicably incites Shinazugawa even more, as he goes on to murder Jinya, who is only spared by Tanjiro's deft maneuvers. In the process of defending and advancing Jinya's cause, Tanjiro gets himself into a fight with the Hashira, which ultimately results in a ban from seeing the Hashira and the suspension of his training with Shinazugawa. Then, deep in the wilderness, Zenitsu and Tanjiro make their way to Stone Hashira Himajima's home. At last, they encounter water with a few trainees, including Inosuke, beneath it. When they see the Hashira himself, sitting with wood logs on his shoulders and surrounded by flames, they become even more alarmed since they realize they are about to undergo yet more insane instruction. The review of the episode. We are here for the laugh-out-loud moments that this episode had to offer. Everything that occurs between Zenitsu and his exaggerated responses is merely a kiss from the chef. When Tanjiro requests Zenitsu to save Jinya, for example, as Zenitsu is assisting him in leaving the situation, he remarks, "So he's your big brother?" He is a complete madman. I'm sorry for you. He receives a punch from Jinya for referring to his older brother as crazy. You dare not offend my older brother. Jinya lets out a cry. Zenitsu is unfortunate in every aspect. All in all, there were many funny and thrilling moments in this episode. It appears that their problems are not yet resolved despite their arrival at the Stone Hashiras. We wish that Kenroji had received more screen time, but given how short this season is, it looks like we will be treated to a rushed story that obviously makes no concessions.